All right. Sorry for all the back and forth here today. Hopefully the audio is working. Second period has just started, and Minneapolis trying to get something going here. That's Nora Spear doing just that. She'll dump it in and give chase. Good job there by Avery, keeping it in. She'll send it in down low. Franzen gives chase. Spear coming across on the other side. Nice poke check there by Nora. Defeated in front of Franzen. Franzen was able to get a stick on it. It slides just wide, and Minneapolis, though, continuing the pressure here. Jensen Cook. Spear. But it's Hopkins coming away with it. They're back across the red line, gaining the zone. Defended well by Minneapolis. Loose puck in front. And a great one-timer there by Hopkins. Boyce was able to get a pad on it. I don't know how she kept that puck out of the net. She hangs on and we'll get a face-off. Hopkins Park with a shot from the blue line. Collected by Klossner. She was trying to skate it out, but ran into some traffic. Minneapolis able to clear. That was Jensen Cook forcing it out. Wynn Cook supporting her in the neutral zone, forcing the puck into the Hopkins Park area. They're quick to clear, and Elsa Klossner is quick to jump on it. Feeling a little pressure, makes a nice Quinn Hughes type move and gets it to her cousin Libby. Besa working her way into the offensive zone. Nice job there by Jensen Cook with a shot on net. And Hopkins Park, though, once again back the other way. Defended well. Boyce would just hang on. Both teams in need of a line change. They're going to get it as we have a quick break here in a face-off back down in the Storm zone. Yeah. Hopkins winning the face-off. Shots right on, and Boyce makes another save, and we'll get another face-off. Good job by Eddie, not only winning that face-off, but jumping up to contest that shot. Spear is there as well. And just lost it off her stick as she tried to get it in the Hopkins Park zone. And this is Spear once again, supported by Johnson. Avery throws it into the Hopkins Park zone. And here comes Hopkins Park back the other way. Skrill coming out with some speed, made a nice pass, but her teammate couldn't hang on. Goff plays it up the far wall. And it's then sent out the length of the ice by Johnson Fueler, and that's going to be an icing, and we'll get a face-off back down to the Minneapolis zone. All right, in case you missed it earlier, big shout-outs here for some friends and family watching this afternoon. Penny's grandparents, Doug and Nancy, dialing it in from Florida today. That sounds pretty good right now. Grandma Juju from Wayzata cheering on Elodie and the team. Hopkins Park trying to feed the point. Pesa was there. Couldn't hang on, but Substead is there to support her. This is Lucy flying up the ice. Pesa coming in to support. Drops one back to the point where it's played by Klossner. Klossner goes over to Substead. Had it roll off the front of her stick. And Hopkins back the other way. Defended well by Pesa and Klossner. And a really good job there by Klossner, who's going to skate it back up. She's across the line, and that shot was defended really well by the Hopkins Park player. Otherwise, Klossner was going to have a really good opportunity there for the Storm. Good job there by Klossner. Getting a little contact from that Hopkins Park player, but she's able to keep it in the zone. Minneapolis in need of a line change. They're going to get it, but they were bringing the puck over the blue line. And that is an offside call. 6:50 left to go in the second. No score. Face off in the neutral zone. Jensen Cook taking the draw for Minneapolis. Spears battling for it. Hopkins Park is going to walk away with it. They'll gain the zone. But defended really well by Franzen and Doth. And this is Franzen. And there's would seem to be like a pretty innocent collision in the slot between Avery Johnson and a Hopkins Park player, but Avery's going to go to the box. And they're going to get Avery for a trip. And Hopkins Park is going to go on the power play for the next minute here. Good job by Spear jumping up top off that face-off, contesting the shot at the blue line. There's not much else to do but send that puck down the length of the ice, which is exactly what Jensen Cook just did. Icing is the call, and we'll get another face-off back in the Minneapolis zone. And we're going to get another penalty here. Looks like this one's going to go on Hopkins Park for a slash. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 36 seconds. The other benefit of that one is it brings the face-off back down into the Hopkins Park zone. Johnson Fueler takes the face-off from Minneapolis, wins it over for Pesa, but she was tied up with a Hopkins Park player. And good job there by Johnson Fueler to disrupt. Doc picking up the loose puck. She's gained in the zone, trying to cut back to the middle. She does. Gets a shot. It's on goal. And a good save by the Hopkins Park goaltender. And a good move there by Klossner to keep the puck in at the line. Her shot goes just a little wide. Minneapolis back at full strength. And they're going to take advantage of this situation as Klossner skates it back in. Another good shot on net. And another good save along with another rebound. We just couldn't get the stick on that puck. And Hopkins Park will clear. And puck was almost played right to the Hopkins Park forward. They're back at full strength now, and they're going to get called for an offside. Just under 5 minutes to play in the second. Still no score here in Richfield. Hadley Sturmer taking the face off for Minneapolis. She was a little tied up. Hopkins Park comes away with it, but Substad is there to break things up. Boyce will jump on that one, and we'll get another face-off. Today starts the beginning of Hockey Day in Minnesota week. As I understand, there'll be a number of games going on here to celebrate Hockey Day Minnesota. Sturmer gets tripped up right in front of us, and she tried to skate it along the near wall through a pack of Hopkins players. No call, but that will be an icing. And bringing the face-off back down in Minneapolis zone. 4:13 left to play in the second. Hopkins Park holding it in at the line. Shot comes in. Boyce makes the save. She'll cover up, and we'll have another face-off. Hopkins Park maintaining possession in the Storm zone. Good stick there by Dopp, disrupting that shot. Dopp is back on it right in front of us, but that puck got away from her. And both teams battling for it behind the net. It's finally exited by Minneapolis, and Hopkins Park will get called for an offside as they have no other option but to dump it back in as there's a lot of pressure coming from Minneapolis. Johnson Fueler winning the face-off, pushing it forward, and it was all over that Hopkins Park defender. Good play there by Klossner. Morris Spear comes down to support. Bounces one off the wall for Johnson Fueler. She returns the favor back to Spear, and Nora is able to push it out of the zone. The pressure there by Johnson Fueler and Spear. Klossner's coming over to support. Unfortunately, the puck just slides across the line. Substad tried to go D to Spear. And a good back check there by Substad and Klossner to prevent a breakaway. There's Franzen up the near wall. And he wanted to cut back to the middle. It was defended well. She stays with it. Cook comes down to apply a little pressure. Franzen cut back across. Got a stick on that one. Johnson felt a little pressure inside the blue line and dumps it back down low. Oh, Hopkins Park on a line change there. Had a player right in a perfect spot. And great job there by Substead coming back. Going to have a penalty here. It's going to be a roughing penalty. And that's going to be against Hopkins Park. All right, so Minneapolis with 1:04 left to go in the second is going to go on the power play. See if we can't punch one in here before the period ends and take the lead. Sturmer taking the face off, wins it to Spear. Spear got a shot off, but it was defended well. And now Sturmer and Pesa on a heavy forecheck, trying to slow things down. Hopkins Park able to break it out. They get it across the center red line, and Wisely able to dump it in. Johnson trying to carry it up the wall, ran into a little pressure. And now it's Sturmer. Sturmer's got Spear with her. Sturmer cuts wide to the left, gets tripped up, no call. And Minneapolis forced to regroup, and this is going to end it for the second period and the power play opportunity for Minneapolis. We still have no score here in Richfield. We'll take a quick break and be back for the third period. Shout out to Avery Johnson's grandma. She's tuning in this afternoon. All right, we're back and ready to start the third period. Both teams at full strength. Jensen Cook's taking the draw from Minneapolis. She's out there with Spear and Franzen, backed up by Substead and Klossner. And this is Klossner sending it over to Spear. Spear trying to find Franzen. Nice pass over to Penny. Penny dumps it in. Jensen Cook giving chase. Jensen Cook ran into the side of the net, but continues to pursue the Hopkins Park player. Substead makes a nice move, but it's taken away. And that shot hit the goal post. Here comes Substad, picking up the loose puck in the Hopkins Park zone. Tries to go in front. She does. Oh, and that was Franzen who got taken out on the play. Sorry, that was Jensen Cook in a great spot and a great, wonderful pass. Ref blew the whistle because the net came off its peg, so we're going to have a face-off in the Hopkins Park zone. Yes. Both teams able to get some fresh legs out there. Sturmer's taking the face-off for Minneapolis, out there with Cook and Pesa. Backed up by Johnson and Doth, and this is Johnson with the puck. Shot comes in, and it hits some traffic in front. Doth comes in to support. Sturmer tried to go back in front. It's picked off by a Hopkins Park defender. And good job by Pesa coming over to slow things down along the far wall. Looks like Johnson got dinged on the play. She's going to skate off. Loose puck played in front of our own net by Klossner. Elsa looking for a little open ice. Got between a couple of players and pushed the puck over to Cook. The puck finds its way back once again to Klossner. Here comes Elsa. Elsa cuts to the middle, gaining a little speed. Takes it through another defender, sticks with it. That should be an interference call. We're not going to get it. And a good play, though, by Klossner to move the puck up the ice. Minneapolis is going to face off in the Hopkins Park zone here. 9:33 left to go in the third. Still no score. Jensen Cook winning the face-off to Substead. Puck goes back to the other side where it's sent back down low by Klossner. Good pressure here by Minneapolis. Johnson Fueler got a shot off, but it was deflected. And now kept in on the other side by Klossner. Runs into a couple defenders. And a good stick there by Substead, preventing a breakaway. Hopkins Park right back across the line, sticking with it. That shot right on net. Puck is still loose. And now it's picked up by Jensen Cook. Will Jensen Cook skating it up. Ran into like three defenders. Puck finds its way back to Substead. And she draws the penalty coming across the line. Got checked into the boards. And Minneapolis is going back on the power play with 8.5 left to go in the third. Great opportunity here for the Storm in the third period. Hopkins Park winning the face-off, but Sturmer jumping on the loose puck, tried to cut back to the middle. Doth comes in. Her shot is on net and saved by the Hopkins Park Tendy. Good save there. She was able to hang on. Really good shot by Doth coming in to play that puck. And a good shot there by Pesa. It goes just a little wide, played by Spira on the far wall. Pesa tried to go back in front again. No one was home. Sturmer tried to feed one back to Spear. Good job by Pesa to block that clearing attempt. She'll send it back down low. Spear is there as well. Puck comes across the other side, but it's played by Johnson. Hopkins Park able to clear. Doc was able to get her stick on that one. We only have 10 seconds left on the power play, but this is Kennedy skating it up, trying to get it across the line into the zone. It was defended well. Pushed back out to center ice. Spear is on it. Norris skates it into the zone, but a good play by the Hopkins Park player. She was able to slow things down. Minneapolis right back across the line. Hopkins Park is back at full strength. Minneapolis, good sustained pressure here in the third. Dot stepping up again to play the puck, keeping it in the zone. Good forecheck by Jensen Cook, and a nice play there by Spear to pick that pass off. And loose puck was deflected by a Hopkins Park player right towards their goaltender. Save was made, and Hopkins Park once again gaining the zone. That shot was on net, deflected wide by Boyce. And a good breakout pass there by Minneapolis, finding Franzen. She blew a tire and had to readjust. Sticks with the play and sends it deep into the Hopkins zone. Minneapolis able to get a partial line change. Hopkins Parkville back out of their own zone with some speed. Good back check there by Franzen. Jensen Cook comes over to support, but she's going to get a penalty here. A roughing call, I guess. All right, so we got 5:41 left to go in the third. Minneapolis is going to be shorthanded for the next minute. Minneapolis winning the faceoff. That shot goes a little wide. Good job by Minneapolis defending in front of our own net. We're able to get it clear and keep it just short of an icing call. Hopkins, though, right back the other way. Good move there. Some speed. Shot was on goal. And good job there by Klossner to clear the puck. That'll be an icing. We're going to face off back to the Minneapolis zone. 20 seconds left to go on the Hopkins Park power play. And 5 minutes left to go in the game. Shot was defended well by Minneapolis. And Storm doing a nice job with the clear. Minneapolis is back at full strength. Nice hustle there by Sturmer. She just couldn't catch up to that one. And a good job there by Avery Johnson to send the puck back down deep in the Hopkins zone. Spear giving chase. Good forecheck there by Nora. Loose puck in front. Played by Sturmer. Her shot is on goal. Franzen just couldn't get over to the other side to grab the rebound, but she's sticking with the play. Unfortunately for Minneapolis, Hopkins is able to clear. 3.5 left to go in the game as Substad plays the puck just inside of our zone. Minneapolis unable to get the puck out. That shot is right on goal. Elodie is able to glove it, and we'll get another face-off. Here comes Klossner. Elsa skating in and out of the zone. A lot of pressure there. And now she's almost on a breakaway. Good shot there by Klossner. It was on net. There's a good solid glove save by the Hopkins Park Tendy. Pesa goes in front. Loose puck is dancing around. Good shot. And we score! Jensen Cook was able to put the rebound home, but the refs are calling off the goal. They're saying the net was loose, somehow came off, and the goal is disallowed. That's too bad. That was a great effort on everyone involved out there to get the puck on net, continue to apply pressure, and Jensen Cook looked like she had a really good garbage goal there, but not the case according to the refs. Face-off win, shot comes right on net. It's a good shot there by Klossner. Hopkins Park Tendy was able to hang on, and we'll do it all over again. Substad coming back to collect the puck. Gets it up to Klossner. Klossner is going to skate it in once again. Tried to cut to the middle. There are a couple defenders there. And Minneapolis now forced to regroup. Hopkins Park avoiding the offside, regrouping themselves. Klossner back on it. And Minneapolis has numbers coming back the other way. Klossner cuts back. Was defended well. Substad tried to get a shot off. There's a wall of Hopkins Park players there. And here they come back the other way. Good play there by Substad. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the game. Nice pass up to Franzen. Franzen felt a little pressure, so she dumps it in down low. Jensen Cook coming down. Good job there by Johnson Fueler to keep the puck in the zone, but it finds its way out. Good job by Doc coming over to play it. Nice back check there by Johnson. This puck picked up by Franzen. Then he tried to get that one over to Johnson Fueler. We're under a minute to play. Doc's pass was picked off. And that shot is on net, deflected wide by Boyce. Half a minute left to play in the game. Johnson Fueler now skating it out. Goes wide left. Sticks with it. Has Franzen in front. Oh. Tried to send that puck in front. Again, defended well. And now that's Franzen with the shot, but it goes just wide. 10 seconds left to play in the game. And that's the buzzer. And unfortunately, this is going to end in a tie, as it looked like we were going to have a goal there in the third period. Really good game by this Minneapolis team. They played hard, had some good forechecking, defended well. And we look forward to playing this Hopkins Park team again. I don't know when it's going to happen, but should be another good game. That's all from Richfield. Thanks for tuning in to support these girls as always.